So, is Stefan feeling sensitive about ruining his friendship with Caroline? She really liked him and he broke her heart.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 small details and things you missed in the Vampire Diaries.
Dear Diary, today will be different. Today I will smile. It will be genuine. Because today is the day that I get to live again.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most interesting plot points, references, callbacks, or elements that may have gone over your head when you initially binged TVD. Storylines will be discussed, so consider this your official spoiler alert. Did your eagle eye spot any of these? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, The Crow.
Back there was this bird, and it was all very Hitchcock for a second. That is the bird movie, right? The Hitchcock.
When it comes to compulsion, there's no telling just how many characters wind up under the vampire influence. Damon Salvatore is probably the top offender. With a laundry list of compelled beings, we forgot that one of the first victims of his we meet isn't even a human. It's a black crow in the pilot episode, who essentially serves as his spy.
Shoot!
The creature makes minor appearances, mostly watching Elena. Of course, a lot happens after this, and when she sees a crow in the series finale, many years and seasons later, she's happy rather than spooked or distrustful. This time it signifies something happy and special. That's a change only hardcore TVD fans understand. Number 9, the wolf reference.
Mason, it's Tyler again. Look, your cell's voicemail's full. I need to talk to you. It's a full moon tomorrow, and I found your recording, and I'm freaking out over here.
It's easy to get caught up in the complicated werewolf storyline that accompanies Mason Lockwood's character, so much so that you might miss a subtle reference from his introduction. Before Tyler Lockwood discovers the werewolf in himself, Uncle Mason shows up and is referred to in a very interesting way.
So the black sheep returns.
The easily missed saying cleverly alludes to the expression "a wolf in sheep's clothing," which makes way more sense now than it did when we initially watched the series. If you managed to catch this reference, congrats! You noticed a very sneaky bit of foreshadowing.
I don't want to be like this anymore.
None of us do. That's why it's a curse, Tyler.
Number 8, the amount of deceased parents.
Every inch of this house is filled with memories of the people that I love that have died. My mom, my dad, Jeremy and Jenna and Alaric, John, even John. I mean, they're all dead.
Those who watch TVD are used to seeing characters lose their lives. We pretty much expect it to take place in every episode, even in ways that majorly impact storylines.
They're killing me. Damon killed me.
With death being so recurrent, we fail to realise that most of the central characters have lost or ended up losing parents, or people who raised them. Of course, from the beginning, Elena and Jeremy are parentless. Meanwhile, Stefan and Damon's dad died centuries ago, and their mother ends up passing away as well. There's also Caroline, who endures the loss of her mum and dad, and Bonnie, who sees her father die. And while Grams wasn't Bonnie's mum, she was central to her life.
Grams, wake up. Grams.
That's a lot of grief, even for this bunch. Number 7, The Forgotten Diaries.
I must have dropped it. Thank you.
Don't worry, I didn't read it.
No? Why not? Most people would have.
As the title suggests, the Vampire series holds a premise surrounding the penned thoughts of Elena Gilbert as she navigates an extraordinary life. It's something Stefan enjoys doing as well. We see them writing diary entries plenty of times throughout the first season, but the premise largely gets lost as the series progresses.
You know, I was gonna write in my diary this morning, and then I thought, what am I gonna write?
The theme is revisited and reimagined when Elena goes to sleep for a number of years, as her friends keep written accounts of all she is missing.
Write it down. So that one day when I wake up, I can read all about my best friend's lives and feel like I was there.
But most fittingly, we do get to watch her write in a diary again in the series finale, giving us major season 1 deja vu and much needed closure. Number 6, Miss Cuddles.
I grabbed the baby books. Do you need anything else?
Everything else is replaceable. Let's go.
With a large cast of memorable plot-advancing characters, it's easy to overlook people, or things, that are simply not as important. A prime example is Miss Cuddles, Bonnie's adorable teddy bear that we meet in the 6th season.
I saw that from a mile away and my brain's made of cotton.
As we learn, Caroline stole the stuffed animal from Bonnie when they were kids, and it became something of a running joke. But you have to be especially sharp to notice a quick appearance made by Miss Cuddles in the series finale, as Caroline gets ready to leave Mystic Falls. She thankfully makes sure to grab the cute teddy on her way out. Number 5, what Damon sees in Isabel. Anyone who finished the Vampire Diaries certainly remembers Damon and Isabel Fleming's relationship, and the awkwardness that stems from it.
What should we do now?
The two vampires had quite the affair way back when, and acted on their chemistry again later on. But aside from memorable steamy scenes, there's a minor detail we didn't pick up on. When speaking to Alaric about Isabel in season 1, Damon says this.
There's something about her. Something I liked. Something special.
The interesting thing, however, is that Catherine Pierce, the source of such drama among the Salvatore brothers, is actually Isabel's ancestor. Needless to say, this insight makes the quote that much more significant.
Genetic curiosity, I suppose. She would be fascinated by you.
Number 4, Tiki's grandpa. Remember the man in season 1 who remembered Stefan from an incident decades ago?
I know you. How can it be?
I think you have the wrong person, sir.
You haven't aged a day.
That's Tiki's grandpa, an older Mystic Falls resident who is still sharp for his age. His appearance at a car wash is the last we would see of him, up until the series finale.
Stefan Salvatore.
Nah, it can be. It was just my mind playing tricks on me.
And by that point, so much time had gone by that you likely thought him a random citizen. But those with superior memory might have recognised the person being taken away from Mystic Falls Hospital in a wheelchair as the grandpa himself. This one is especially hard to watch, but a line he speaks does serve as a hint.
Where's my granddaughter? Where's Tiki?
Number 3, a snarky quip. If there's one thing that we can count on from TVD's beloved cast, it's an endless abundance of perfectly executed quotes.
Sorry I'm late. Dog ate my, Never mind.
One of the series' most iconic is, of course,
That's for me to know and for you to... ...
It was initially uttered by the delightfully sarcastic Damon to Stefan way back in season 1. His delivery is so flawless that the words have since become wildly associated with his character. But in season 8, when Catherine is being grilled by the Salvatore brothers, she speaks the same words.
That's for me to know and for you to ...
Recycled quotes rarely have the same impact, but Catherine certainly does this one-liner nostalgic justice. Number 2, Stefan is 171 when he dies. Stefan's season 8 death is arguably the most heartbreaking loss to endure.
Goodbye, brother.
Given the sadness we felt while watching his departure and its aftermath, it's no surprise that we missed some significant details during the jam-packed series finale. We got so caught up watching as Damon and Caroline view Stefan's tombstone that we forgot to calculate his age.
You'll see him again. Me, I'm going the other way.
But if you do the math, you'll see that he was 171 years old. This is not insignificant, considering there are exactly 171 episodes of the Vampire Diaries.
I couldn't miss your 100th and whatever birthday.
Almost as significant is the gift Caroline places at Stefan's memorial, a snow globe we forgot she received from him back in season 6.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, I was feeling epic. The series finale provides the perfect ending to a rollercoaster viewing experience. It ties up the loose ends and contains easy-to-miss things, even upon multiple rewatches. For one, the title of the episode is I Was Feeling Epic, words spoken by Stefan's bestie Lexi in season 1.
I was feeling epic. Whatever.
In true TVD fashion, Stefan says the same line to her when they find their eternal peace together. Adding to the nostalgia is Never Say Never, playing after Stefan says goodbye to Elena and passes on. That same track was in the pilot.
Some things we don't talk about.
If that isn't enough, the dearly departed Tyler and Vicky are given a brief moment when they're shown standing together happily. Only the most die-hard TVD fans could both catch and explain the importance of these details.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.